What did I say? What did we tell you? For this last episode, this finale episode, we are bringing in the big guns. And have we done that? Oh, yes, we have. The world champion himself over the 100 meters, Jamaica's own Oblique Seville is in the house. Welcome to the show, my friend. In my head. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
The champ is here, and the Jamaican fans are gonna love this in the comments. But
Mm-hmm.
let's look back on your season, man. You had a dream season for a sprinter, winning the 100-meter title. But even before that, you changed things up this year. I saw a new oblique on the circuit. Even open up your season running a 400, and then you ran more 200s, having to run in Grand Slam. Running a lot more dime leagues overseas. Like I feel like you changed things up and you're a lot more confident when you're running. But there were some doubters, some people who saw how you've run in prior championships and said, "Nah, he's not going to get it done." But how did it feel to finally break through, get that gold medal, and silence all those haters? I know whenever you have those big runs, you're always hitting them with this. How did it feel to silence the doubters and get that monkey off your back?
Yeah, it's a good feeling because you guys know me throughout the sports when I just started out, and I have been there showing that I can be on that medal podium, and each time is just because of injury step in the way that actually stopped me from making that medal podium so far. 2025 season, I said to myself, injury or not, I have to make this. I have to make this podium, and I said to myself, I'm going to shut up the doubters,
Mm.
the haters, everyone that does Oblique Civil. And I said, okay, I'm just going to get the job done. And I actually did so.
You
Nice.
100% did. So I feel like I have to admit something and I have to kind of raise my hand. And I hate doing this, but I was a bit of a doubter. I stand corrected. I did pick you to medal 100%. But then I saw you in Lausanne. Then I saw what you
Huge
did in
run.
that rain. And I said, girl, you are so silly. How dare you? But I didn't go against my pick. I couldn't change my pick. But I want to take you back to Tokyo, where you shut everybody up, me included, okay? And you got that gold medal. Can we watch this race? I want to know your thoughts. Talk us through how it felt for you, how you saw it. Oh, yeah, there's a false start there too, right?
Right beside him.
What's going through your mind, Oblique, at this point?
Okay, in the 2023 the championship, 1 minute, I have experienced false start before. And in
Right.
that same race, I repeated a fast time. So that okay, this is just a part of history repeating itself, but it's
Mm-hmm.
only in the finals.
Mm.
So my level of focus was just like, okay, my main focus is the goal. And that's my task for the championship.
Mm.
So I said,
And,
okay, refocus and back at it again.
and here we go.
See that? This new experienced oblique out there. That's why I picked you.
So
So what are
what's
you thinking
happening
now?
now?
Yeah, I said, okay, if I get this start, I know that I'm close to Kishane. I know for sure that my tapping speed will help me to push through this race.
Mm. And
But
then as
stick
soon
up
as you
in.
won, what are you thinking?
Look
I
at
was
the
like, yes, I finally get the job done. Finally.
yes.
And were you thinking, get
Finally.
this jersey off of me? I saw you rip it
Yeah,
off.
it was like a
Already.
burst, man.
That was
To
like
be
an
honest,
instant
man.
reaction.
Yeah, yeah. It's all the disappointment over the years, man. You
Yeah.
see it there. I have to rip my shirt off.
uh, okay,
Wow.
okay.
That a
Get the flag.
beautiful moment.
It's a great moment, man. That's a great moment. Now, I want to rewind it back because, like I told you, I did pick you to win, but I got to admit, I
Yeah.
did get a little nervous after the first round. I want you to break down what happened in the first round. You had a slow reaction time and you kind of had to play catch up and use a lot more effort. Like, I feel like you used like a 9.7 effort in the first round just to run 9.93. Take us through what happened there.
So when I was in the column, I was like ready and everything, and I do a few straddles, but I realized that my calf have a little stick pain in it.
Mm,
I was like, damn, why no? Why
mm-hmm.
no? And you know when things like that happen to you, the national trials, and you all
Yes.
saw what happened at the national trial. So
Yep.
all of those things starting to reflect on my mind. I said, okay, damn. So I said to myself, I have experienced this before, something similar, where I'm going to go out there and pace myself. And it's 100 meter. So it's really, really hard for me to do that. But
Mm-hmm.
I feel a very sharp pain in my calf, and I was like, damn. So when I went out there and I said, I'm going to just react because I know that I can react and stay with them. But I realized that I slept in the box. I literally slept in the box. I was like, damn. And when I look back, and when I saw where I was, I said, I need to get back. And
Mhm.
the way I ran that race, I had to execute as if I get a good start.
Mm.
So I executed that race to the best that I could to bring me back to make it to the semi-final. But I know that run was literally a 9-7 run based on the reaction time.
Right. So, what do you think you would have ran in the finals if you didn't have to give such a hard effort in the first round?
I just think that for the finals, it was like a poor execution.
In the
I
finals?
just think, yeah, it was a poor
Oh,
execution. Sorry.
With the gold
wow.
medal.
Damn.
Yes, me and
Oh.
Okay.
my coach talk about it, and I was like, my execution, the best part of my execution was like the last part, but the first part is
Yeah.
the only part for the first part was the reaction, and which that is good. But my transition phase was messy, man.
Interesting. I want, yeah, because look here, this is the final, right?
Yeah,
This
if
is
you
the big.
realize I popped up very early
You're
and I
right.
have to run back.
Mm.
Oh, you're dangerous. I want to actually piggyback quickly, if I may, on something that you just said, because it just reminded me. So you said you realized that you have the sharp pain in your calf. I don't know if you knew this or
Hmm.
not, but after that round, after those rounds, Noah was interviewed and he was asked about you, and he said, "Oh yeah, I knew that was going to happen," meaning your reaction and how you sat in the blocks. And he said he was back there panicking. One, did you know that Noah said that? And two, what are your thoughts about Noah saying something like that, like just publicly to anybody?
Honestly, I have to big shout out to Noah. To be honest, I have to shout him
Classy,
out, man.
classy man.
Yeah, I
Mm.
love that, man. I love what he's doing, and I see what he was doing, but it wasn't really working for me. Because when I was around the back, I was like trying to get the starts and everything, and I guess he may see that I have a little problems with the blocks or something like that. So I think he may judge it wrong. But
Yes.
but when I went home, I got messages because I didn't check my phone or anything, and I said somebody said do not listen to what Noah is saying. I was like, what?
What he say?
What are you saying?
Mhm.
And I was like, okay. So when I was there, I was like, okay. When I saw what he said, I said, Jesus Christ, damn, please put him in my semi. I want him to be in my semifinals. I really
Licks.
wanted him to be in my
Licks.
semifinals. I was like, but I said no. And my coach said no. You're gonna be okay in these semifinals. I said, damn, I was praying for I was praying to get his semifinals. I was like,
Why?
okay,
Why though?
man.
Why did you
I
want
was
him in your
seeing the
semifinal?
I was just going to show him something.
All
Mm.
right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I like the rivalry, you know that. I like
Yeah.
Yeah.
it. So what he's doing, I don't stop him.
Yeah.
Because Noah is going to be Noah and everyone knows that.
Yeah.
Well, I was like, no, you have to be professional in this. And I said, okay, I cannot be ahead of myself wanting to be in his semifinals or
Mhm.
anything like that. So I said, okay. I have to humble myself and said, okay, I'm going to take it round by round. So I get back into the groove of my performance. I said, okay, I'm going to take it stages. So when I got into the semifinals now, I said, okay, if I get this good starts, I know that I can run like about 60% and 60% of the race and just take it from there easily. So I did that in the semifinals. And I said, okay, I put my finger on my lips and said, shh, I am back, which
I saw
shows that
that.
to shut up the doubters.
I want to talk about a moment after the race. You know, I don't, I know I'm sure you've watched it back many times, watching the 100, and you can see Bolt in the crowd, and he's like, "Run, Seville! Come on, Seville!" And I actually just watched your documentary that dropped with you and Kashane and Noah featured in it. And I just want to know what it felt like, you know, having that moment where Jamaica goes 1-2, you're on top, and you got a legend like Usain Bolt. You guys have the same coach. He's been believing in you for years. What's that like seeing him so passionate about seeing you win?
Wow, man. Because I think last year at the Olympics, he said he thinks that I can create a lot of damage if I stay fit,
Yeah.
which he is speaking the truth. But
Right.
I failed because I got disappointed because of the injury that I had in the finals. And I was like, damn, man.
Mm.
I felt so bad for myself and like I let down this man. But I said to myself, you got injured. So when I come back in 2025 season, I said, okay, I've been preaching to myself and saying it to myself, this is going to be my year.
Hmm.
And he and my coach have a great relationship there. So you know that they're going to have conversation. And Usain Bolt, anything that my coach said, Usain Bolt is going to believe it 110%. So he knows what he's saying. So when he go out there and say, these people may look at him and say, damn, why choose Civil? Because Civil has choked so many times. No, because everyone thought that I have a issue with the finals, which is not. When I realized that when I went home after that finals and saw how he was reacting, I was so happy knowing that he was in the stadium to see me win for the first time because he has been saying it for years. I feel so happy.
Mm, that's dope.
Interesting.
I
Yeah.
love that.
I want to switch gears a little bit. And you won the gold. Kashane, also from Jamaica, won the silver. Everybody was looking at your relay prospects as being great. How do you guys didn't do well in that? What do you make of the relay? What's been going on with this team this year? And how much of that are you focused on for for the next championships?
You have to understand, in the past, with Usain Bolt, it's all about chemistry.
Right.
And you have to understand, this is a new generation of sprinters. So we don't have that chemistry as yet. So it's going to take time for us to literally get into that groove, just as all we were in a little bit of drought for the men sprinting and now we are back. It's just the same. So for the relay, it's just soon and soon enough, you're going to see us on top again.
I understand. That's a really good question. But I think you're right. What you're saying is speed is not everything. Winning
No.
individually is not everything. It's what we can do together. Okay, you are the man that Usain Bolt picked for gold, and our very own Aaron Brown also picked you for gold. I will never bet against you again. Thank you so much for this interview, your candidness,
Yeah,
being
thank
so
you, man.
transparent. Absolutely. And shout out to you. Congratulations once again, Oblique.
Go enjoy your
Thanks.
break,
Thanks for
man.
having me.
You earned it.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Take care.
Respect.